Book of Heaven, Volume 11, March 2nd, 1916. What God contains in his power, the soul contains in her will. Jesus wants complete freedom in the soul who gives herself to him. I continue my most bitter days. Blessed Jesus comes only rarely, and if I lament, either he answers with a sob of crying, or he says to me,
"My daughter, you know that I do not come often because the chastisements are encroaching more and more. So why do you lament?"
But I reached such a point that I could not take any more, and I burst into tears. In order to calm me and strengthen me, Jesus came, and I spent almost the whole night with Jesus. Now he kissed me, caressed me, sustained me. Now he threw himself into my arms to take rest. Now he showed me the terror among peoples, and some would run away in one direction, some in another. I also remember that he told me,
"My daughter, what I contain in my power, the soul contains in her will." So I look at all the good that the soul really wants to do, as if she had really done it. I have will and power. If I want, I can. On the other hand, the soul cannot do many things, but her will compensates for power. In this way, she keeps becoming more like me, and I keep enriching her with all those merits that her good will contains and that her will wants to do.
Then he added,
"My daughter, when the soul gives herself completely to me, I establish my dwelling in her. Many times I like to shut everything and be in the shade. Other times I like to sleep, and I place the soul as a sentry, that she may not allow anyone to come to bother me and interrupt my sleep, and if necessary she has to face the bothers herself and answer for me. Other times I like to open everything and let in the winds, the coldnesses of creatures, the darts of sins that they send me, and many other things. The soul must be content with everything. She must let me do whatever I want. Even more, she must make my things her own. If I were not free to do what I want, I would be unhappy in that heart. If I had to be careful to make her feel how much I enjoy, but to unwillingly hide from her how much I suffer, where would my freedom be? Ah, everything is in my will. If the soul takes it, she takes the whole substance of my being and encloses the whole of me within herself. And as she goes on doing good, by having the substance of my life within herself, she makes that good come out of my very self. And since it comes out of me, it runs like ray of light for the good of all creatures.